bit on the side. Think of us as a busy bee. We have been putting a sting in the tail of the main show every night since 2011. Now, keep watching tonight because you're going to get a little bit of this.
Would you hook up with anyone in the house?
Never say never.
A big chunk of this.
I take steak, medium rare, chips, peppercorn sauce, onion rings, bread roll, done.
Done. And a huge dollop of this.
You're a dirty arse skank and I want nothing to do with you, so shush.
Slightly uncomfortable. Right, OK, also this evening, Gina's boyfriend, XL, he's going to be here with a very special performance dedicated to the Queen Bee herself. Before we get started, let's meet tonight's panel. First up, the Dream Boys' newest recruit. He's a self-confessed ladies' man who has saved the lives of 28 people. Tonight, he's going to soar. It's Callum. My next guest is a lady who doesn't just go hard, she bangs hard. It's the beautiful Lacey Bangham. And as you can see, it doesn't take a detective to work this one out. Our final guest is the wonderful Dan. OK, we're going to start chatting with those guys and these guys in just a little while. But first, the VT team. They've gone all highbrow this week and they're at the proms. Ooh, Jackie, you out. Let's see what you've got for us, if anything. What's happening?
Yeah, cheers, man.
He's such a selfish little prick.
Oh!
You are!
Oh! Sort your own release forms out.
I'm fucking soaked.
I'm drenched, my legs. I told you my legs.
You're fine!
My legs are soaked. My shoes are soaked. But they're not going to dry, are they? My feet are going to be soaked now.
Oh.
I know what the problem is with these two who do these VTs. They're in love. That's what I think it is. They never get any work done because they're too busy snogging. Right, shall we get on with it and shall we talk about shall we just... OK, Lacey, what did you make of tonight's task?
Tonight's task was good. It was interesting. I think it was really interesting that Gina chose... Charlie. I always get them confused. Yeah, I think it's really interesting Gina chose Charlie because of what went on. Yeah, it's really weird. But I don't know if that was something like Gina had sort of pre-planned that or if there's some sort of motive behind it. But they definitely put it on Hazel, and Gina was loving it.
She really was. What did you make of Gina being Queen Bee, Dan?
Look, Gina is the queen of that house in a way, lots of ways. She's got that aura about her where she kind of, like, takes it all in, sits back and kind of then suddenly she'll say what she thinks at the last minute. So this, for her, is great to have the control over everybody, especially Hazel, as Lacey said. So I think she's doing a good job. And
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you'd say that, obviously, because... of how she was with Hazel.
Yeah, but...
I felt quite sorry for Hazel tonight.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I think Hazel...
I knew you were going to say that! but I did!
But Hazel's
really
used to it by now, though, Emma. I think this is the thing. I think she's just used to it now. And with Gina, she's going to expect that, really, because they've never really been close, and they're never going to be at the end of the day, so...
OK, Callum, what did you make of Charlie as the lady-in-waiting?
I think she enjoyed it. She did it well. You know, when Gina gave her a message to deliver, she delivered it to the point. She didn't mix her words. She knew what position she'd been put in as well by Gina because of the Charlie Hazel thing previously.
Yeah.
So I think she's quite careful.
Do you think she was a fair queen?
Yes.
Oh, let's have a yes and a no.
I thought she was very fair because she could have been meaner if she wanted to be. And Hazel just kept on complaining, but she was fair to everybody.
OK, anyone think she wasn't fair?
Absolutely not. But then again, Hazel's not a bee, she's a hornet, so she deserved it.
Take the Hazel bashing anymore, to be quite honest. Did anybody else think Gina was fair or unfair? What did we make to Gina being
She was so
queen?
fair, and to be honest, Gina was acting like a task, and Hazel was taking it personal. Yeah. And I don't dislike Hazel, but Hazel took it as a personal battle where Gina was just having fun doing the task.
How do you think Gina would have been as a worker bee?
Gina would have moaned, but it's all part of the fun. Look,
Exactly.
Yeah, but Gina's great. Gina can't do wrong. I'm sorry, Gina is great.
No, I know that. But I know that everybody loves Gina, but you have got to think if the boot were on the other foot, I'm sure Gina would. She's brilliant at tasks, but she might not have liked that one so much, being shocked all the time.
Gina would have struggled, but to be fair to her, she does muck in and get on with
She
it when
does.
it comes down to it. She does.
I mean, we saw her with the guts and everything when you were doing the quarantine task.
Yeah.
I mean, she took it on the chin and she went for it. She was brilliant.
She wouldn't have enjoyed Hazel being Queen Bee, though. I know that much.
No, something tells me she wouldn't.
No.
OK, this is what Gina and Hazel were making of everything this morning.
Don't you think that, like Hazel's mum saying that I've started like a hate campaign? There must be hate campaigns all over the internet about her, and she thinks that it's just because of me.
Right. What have you got lined up, Hazel? What have you got lined up?
Why does everybody think I'm some evil kind of like...
Because you're the fucking Ice Queen.
Ice Queen's better than Queen Bee. Ooh. She's a brat, that's all.
So.
Actually, that's not all, but I'll leave it there.
Even Dexter looks sick of it all now. They're just like, what do you like? What do you think of that?
I think the longer she's in there, she's going to really show. Hazel is going to show her true colours. Because we've seen snippets, but now over the last week, she's definitely starting to show.
Do you think it's starting to get to her?
Yeah. A bit of both, I think, yeah.
She doesn't like it her own way, does she? As long as everything's going her way, she's happy. When it doesn't, she turns into Queen Bee.
Because last time we had a plan. She's been really worn down over the last few weeks with people and the you know, the incident where, you know, she thought she was being hit by a gentleman or whatever, you know, but she is now worn down with people just picking on her and saying things.
It's not picking on.
Yeah,
it's not picking on. I think it's she's made her own nest, so she's now having to lie in that nest, right? But she's now coming to realise that whatever plan she had when she went in there has not come to fruition. So therefore, this is her just throwing her cards in and, you know, just saying, being as honest as she can with everyone. And that's what we're seeing now.
Dan, you were her closest friend in the house. What do you think?
I think Hazel's had a really rough time when it comes to the task. I'm a bit disappointed that Charlie questioned the emotion that came out last week, because I saw that myself a lot in the house. I saw that in the house, and she's been brought up to keep that in, and I think the fact that she's, you know, showing that a bit now, and she's saying what she thinks more about the house, she's realised that you can't be friends with everybody. She's never going to be friends with Gina.
And I think, you know, she has said, you know, she's very determined, she's very strong, she's got a very hard exterior.
She has, but
it doesn't mean that she doesn't have emotion underneath it all.
Underneath all of that, she is honestly a beautiful, beautiful person, and I really, really, really hope that...
I feel like she should have shown that, though, 'cause when she first went in...
by not getting involved in the task and not kind of throwing herself into it as she usually does, has she isolated herself even more from the group, Hazel?
Yeah, I do. I really do. I think someone already said it before. Roles reversed, Gina wouldn't have liked it, and she would have complained, but she would have just got on with it. And I think Hazel's resilient enough and she's tough enough. She should have just kind of taken it as the task. And the worst thing you can do is show someone who's picking on you. But the worst thing you can do to show someone who's kind of not picking on you, but
having a dig.
Yeah, having a dig that you're affected by it. The worst thing you can do. So she should have just kind of got on with it, I think.
Soldiered on. OK, thank you very much, everybody. Still to come, we've got a whole bunch of house exclusives, plus I'm going to be hitting the dance floor with everyone's favourite dance professor, Dr. Peter Lovett. He is back tonight, and I am very excited. But first, tomorrow sees another housemate sent on their merry way back to reality. Who goes? You decide! This week, Charlie, Dexter, Hazel, Jack and Joe and Sophie all face the public vote. Who goes? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 50 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. For Charlie, add 02. For Dexter, add 05. For Hazel, add 07. For Jack and Joe, add 08. For Sophie, add 13. Mobile and BT landline votes cost 35p. Other landlines may vary. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show. Votes cast after the lines close won't count. For full terms, go to channel5.com/BB Vote. side, like Hazel, we are fed up of the main show sitting on their throne like some kind of queen bee while we keep churning out the sweet, sweet honey. That's what we do, we churn out sweet honey. Now, I believe we're going to head back to that atrocious VT team who are still at the proms. Please tell me this is good.
So, Michael and Janice, all the way from Australia. You've been loving this series of Big Brother. Who do you want to win?
The twins.
Yeah, go the twins.
Go the twins.
And what do you like so much about the twins?
Oh, just like watching them.
They're good lookers.
They are great looking guys, really great looking guys. Well, enjoy the proms tonight and also
Enjoy the rain.
Okay.
Let's go. Slightly better, maybe, kind of. Right, it's time to get into the groove with our favourite dance psychologist. He is back by popular demand. It is the brilliant Dr. Peter Lovett. Okay, before we get started, it's been quite a tense week in the house, what with all the fallout from Friends and Family nominations. But as we saw in last night's show, as soon as music is played, everybody just loosens up. They're coming in, soaking. Coming in, soaking wet. Okay, so what kind of effect would that have had on the mood of the house? Because, but you know, it'd been quite...
It's been quite grim, hasn't it?
Stressful week.
Well, there's scientific evidence which shows that when people dance like that, it has a massive improvement in their mood. So it improves mood, also for depressed people as well. But also, dance bonds people together. So the effect in the house there was to make people feel happy and also to bring them all together.
So to get everybody to regroup.
Yeah, exactly.
So what stood out for you in that clip? Anything?
Well, we saw the three of them dancing.
Any groovy movers?
Oh, there's some fantastic groovy movers. The three of them there, Dexter and the other two, dancing away together in a synchronised way. They were coordinating their movements. They were really into each other. They bonded as a little tiny trio. And it looked fantastic. Given the few days we've had in the house, it was brilliant to see that coordination.
So they've got their friendship back on track by their moves.
Oh, without doubt, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, right. We didn't get Peter back here for a nice little chat. Oh no, we want to see some of those legendary dance moves. However, something's missing.
Dracula. Right. Oh,
that's all like it! Welcome to the Bop Disco! This is going to be really good. OK, now we've seen the housemates boogie, but if each of the housemates were a dance... What would they be? Let's take a look at who's nominated this week, OK? So, Dexter. If Dexter were a dance, what dance would Dexter be?
Well, every dance has its own personality. And the Charleston matches Dexter's personality perfectly. In the 1920s, when this came out, it was quite a provocative dance that was full of style. Oh, it was really... It was immoral, it was provocative, it caused change. And this is what Dexter does, it causes change. So just when we've danced... Come on, dance along. We just dance along with Charleston. And then what Dexter was doing, and then we change again. See, Dexter changed the relationship. And then here we go, one of these, we're around the circle. Now we've seen Dexter, and back to the top, we go there, and now, of course, we had Dexter agitating Callum, didn't we, as called, and now he's doing exactly the same with Charlie as well. And whatever mood Charlie is in, he kind of changes it and causes some reaction to happen. So we does all that, and you never quite know what's going to happen. And then we do one of these. And that's why Dexter is like the Charleston.
OK, so he's like very cool and cash, and then all of a sudden he has a little flutter, and then...
He's cool, he's cash, he causes a change in the dynamics of relationships, of the whole dynamics of the house. He causes that, he agitates it, and he's very stylish. He's a stylish guy, he struts around, looks great.
From stylish Dexter...
Yep.
To homegirl Sophie.
Sophie. Now, of course, Sophie, she's 20, but she acts like a teenager, and she would be a street dance. She'd be kind of street and hip-hop. She's kind of getting herself down. So, we got some music. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, she's kind of feeling it. Now, of course, being a bit like a teenager, you never quite know what Sophie's going to do next. And all of a sudden, she might suddenly go, so there might all this kind of stuff going on, and you can never tell with Sophie what she's going to do next. And that's why I think she's like this kind of street dance. Well, that was a bit of kind of youthful street dance, hip hop. That was which one? A knee thing.
I like that. Okay, what about the twins? Two people, two personalities. Are there two dances, or do they just dance to the same beat?
They are the two halves of it. They are Greek dancers. They've got the same personality. They've got the same dance. Now, of course, for Greek dancing, you need at least two people, which is just like them.
Oh,
just like us here. So now put your hand on my shoulder. Here we are.
Yeah.
And what we do, step to the side with your right.
Oh, wait. What am I doing?
We're going to step to the right.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
4. And step.
So what's this got to do with the twins?
Oh, well, now you see, the Greek dancing is really quite stately, OK? And it's also fun as well. And we go those, and then, of course... we go really fast. Now, this is just like the twins when they were tickling on the floor and they were running under the swimming pool, just like you and me here, and going faster. And then eventually, we had plates which smashed the plates, and that's just like the twins, because they suddenly have a boom and they smash, and it's that. So it's fun, stately, and it's exciting, which is just like the twins. You can't not notice them.
I want to do this all night with Theo. It's so much fun. OK, let's look at our two former BFFs, now nemeses, both up for eviction this week. We have, obviously, Charlie and Hazel as well.
Yep.
I'm so out of breath. What can you tell us about them? What dances are they?
Well, I think Charlie is like a salsa.
Oh.
So let's do a salsa. And now a salsa is like I go 1 and 2.
Oh, OK. Like Dirty Dancing?
Just like Dirty Dancing.
OK.
And now this is great for Charlie because it's a social dance. And it's also great because you can change partners all night, just like she likes to do. But it's all like Callum Dexter, everyone. Now, it's really quite innocent because salsa is such a fun dance to do, a social thing. Nobody means anything by it. It's just a really nice thing to do. But, of course, which is lovely.
Yeah.
And it seems, of course, Charlie likes to be like a butterfly going round and like a sunflower going towards the sun. Because she wants people to like her. She wants to be enjoyed, but in a really innocent way.
And what about Hazel?
Hazel, she's like a flamenco dancer. She's like this. She's kind of got this emotional coldness there. She's like the flamenco dancing. And then when she stamps her feet, she's saying, listen to me, everyone, listen to me. And then she was talking with Sam the other day about flirting. And she was saying what you have to do is keep eye contact with somebody, but keep a respectable distance. She's emotionally intense. Her emotions, and then suddenly she'll stamp her feet, and everyone has to listen. And that's why Hazel is like the flamenco.
Isn't it brilliant? Thank you so much. I love my job. I hope you've been joining in at home, because if you have, that was one hell of a workout, and I'm absolutely knackered. Thank you so much, Peter. I can't talk. Right, tomorrow night, I'm going to get my chance to grill the 7th evictee. Oh. But here's what this week's nominees had to say when we asked them your questions in the diary room.
Hello, housemates.
Hello.
Dexter, now that Callum has gone, why are you not pursuing your love for Charlie?
Because me and Charlie have made an adult, and we've had an adult and mature conversation to pursue our friendship or anything else that could possibly happen in the outside world, so we don't interrupt each other's time within the house.
Sophie, if you met Sam on the outside world, do you think that you'd get on with him?
Yeah, I think so. He's a nice boy. I don't see why not. We've got around some more. I don't know, I've never done this before. I'm a newbie.
Literally a newbie.
Jack and Joe.
Hello.
Why don't you ever listen to people instead of telling them to strengthen their argument?
My friend said it to me in an argument once, and I just picked it up, because to be fair, I couldn't answer it. I just kept them going, stuttering, so I just thought, you know what? Getting louder and louder. Just getting louder. It's just a personal joke. There's nothing intended.
Hazel, you made plans to live with Charlie on the outside. Would you live with any of your other housemates again?
Possibly Dan, although Dan isn't here anymore.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Do you miss your mum being in the house?
Yeah, I miss her because I feel like she actually is the person that understands me. So yeah, I really do miss her.
Dexter, How does it feel to be up every week and survive every week?
Doesn't feel good to be up every week because that means everybody in here doesn't like me. To survive every week, I feel very happy and thankful to the public for carrying me through this.
Sophie, you're a black belt in karate. Why don't you know where your bicep is?
I'm just really shit at muscles, to be honest. As you can tell, I ain't got one in my body.
Where is your bicep?
I don't know.
Jack and Joe,
Yeah, again.
what would your final supper be?
I'd take steak, medium rare, chips, peppercorn sauce, onion rings, bread roll, done. The steak, but carb.
Hazel, who is your favourite twin, Jack or Joe?
Oh, that's not fair. I don't think you could
Answer that
expect
question.
No. I don't think you could expect anybody to answer that because you have to love the two of them equally because they're twinnies.
Charlie, if you could bring back one evicted housemate, who would you choose?
I'd be stuck between Dan and my mum. Obviously, family stronger, I'd bring mum back, but I know she'd sort of stayed as long as she could have done, and Dan, I think, would have been more pleased to stay longer. So, I know I still have to say mum, because I said Dan the other day and I felt bad. I'd bring mum back.
Thank you, housemates. You may now return to the house.
Has put us in the mood for dancing and we just can't stop. Look, literally, you don't want to stop, do we? No. But let's stop. I'm ever so hot. Sit down. Now, before we go any further, I've got something that I want to show to you. Yeah. But you've got to promise me that you won't tell anyone. No. You promise? Okay then, this is a top-level exclusive. This shiz is amazing.
Hazel not buzzing around enough. More buzzing, very classy. Very, very classy from you.
Just like you.
Not a nice girl at all. Not a nice girl.
Like yourself, Gina.
More buzzing and more buzzing around.
Queen B-I-T-C-H.
More buzzing around.
You put the B in bit.
More buzzing around. Or we're going to fail the task if you don't listen.
Rah, 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 rah.
No respect. I'd rather you not speak to me.
Rah, rah, rah.
Charlie, people with no respect do not speak to me and they're not allowed to speak to me either. No respect for herself. She needs to carry on.
Gonna get you.
Just pure jealousy. That's what it is.
Absolutely, because I look
pure jealousy.
Show me your eyelashes.
Oh yeah, thank you very much.
I think anyone from the outside can clearly see that it's not that, darling. Don't flatter yourself.
Oh. Not doing herself any favours whatsoever.
Oh, shut up. Fucking Asia.
I've never been so insulted in my entire life.
I don't think they're ever going to be friends, are they? Ever. OK, so tomorrow night is eviction number 7, but with 5 housemates up for the chop, the battle to stay couldn't be any tighter. But who is going to get the boot? Here to fight the before you start shouting, here to fight the nominees' corners, please welcome Charlie's friend Sarah, Dexter's colleague Kezia, Hazel's friend Joanna, there's so many names, Sophie's nan Iris is here, and Jack and Joe's sister Katie is here. OK, so let's start with the whole Charlie versus Hazel thing. Now, Sophie, who is another friend of Charlie's.
Yes.
Who you don't know.
I don't know her.
OK, so she nominated Hazel and then everything kicked off.
Yes.
Do you agree with what Sophie said?
I think Sophie had her points. And obviously, you know, it's somebody's opinion that they've derived from watching the show for an hour a day. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't Charlie's opinion, it was Sophie's opinion and defending Charlie's corner. So it's what she saw and sure, it's her opinion.
Joanna, do you think it was too harsh?
I think it was a bit harsh. I think Charlie and Hazel have been friends the whole way through the 7 weeks. And I think for Charlie's friend put her up as a nomination, I thought that was a bit harsh. And then obviously there was the fight and...
Do you think she was right, though, in kind of pinning it on Charlie when it hadn't been her nomination, really? It was her friend's nomination.
Yeah, I can understand that. I know it's the outside, it's not in the house. But I'm sure Hazel was just a bit let down because, again, they have been friends the whole way through.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Hazel, when she's a friend, she's very loyal, and I think she's just lost a very good friend.
OK. Now, Dexter has managed to survive so many evictions. Kezia, how is he doing it?
Well, Dexter has two sides to him. He's got the little boy lost, very sensitive, gentle side to him, but he's also got the other side, which is very flash. He's very much a showman, and I think that is visually very entertaining, and people want to see that. The contrast is endearing, actually.
I think he does take you on a little journey, doesn't he? You don't quite know what to believe about him. You don't know whether all these kind of flash stories are really true, whether he is that little boy lost, whether he's both of those things, you know, whether he's a great entertainer, how much of it is real, how much... I think he always keeps you guessing, and that's maybe why we want to keep watching him.
He is both of those things. He's multi-dimensional, and he's being completely transparent, and he's there, and he'll do anything. He'll play the pantomime villain if he has to. He'll run around naked, but he's got this really... Thank you. So this really soft, gentle side to him also. So it's that contrast again that makes him so compelling to watch.
So how much of it is a game for him, do you think?
No, he's being totally himself. Like I said, he's two people, and like we have different sides to ourselves, and he's actually on there showing everyone, look, this is who I am. And that's why people have taken him to their heart so much.
OK. Let's move on to the twins. They've faced the third eviction they'll be facing. And they've recently predicted that they think they're going to be up every single eviction now until, obviously, they go. Do you think they should be more confident, Katie?
Yes.
Do they take it a bit too personally, do you think?
Yeah, the thing is, I think people are taking their personalities the wrong way, if that makes any sense. They're very sarcastic, but it's the way we all are. So they're used to people being able to take the sarcasm and the little comments here and there, but obviously not everybody in the house can take it.
OK, let's move on to Sophie. Iris. Iris is here. We've seen Iris on the main show this week. So you got to do Friends and Family Noms this week. How did you find it?
Oh, fine.
Was it?
I was all right.
Did you find... Were you nervous? Do you think you got the nominations right, that Sophie would have picked herself? Or did you go with what you thought you should do, from what you
I don't know whether Sophie would have agreed with me, because I see her go, shut up, Nan, do all this. She didn't know what I was going to say. But I found it fine, yeah. I said what I needed to say.
Right. So you nominated from your own point of view with what you'd seen.
Yes.
Okay.
But you can nominate without getting nasty. You can put it in a roundabout way, and people know what you're saying without
being brutal.
Being really nasty and rude.
Okay. Let's go down the line with who you think should go tomorrow. So, Sarah.
I can hear people cheering. Look, I have to say Sophie. I have to say Hazel. No, I'm sure she's a lovely person in real life, but she's causing a lot of drama. I think she's been the beginnings of a lot of problems, and she's fed it, and I think she's led a few people into believing a few things, and, you know...
Kezia?
Charlie. She's a little bit vanilla, you know? It's like not very interesting. I want to see someone a little bit more dynamic there to stay.
OK, Joanna?
Charlie. Obviously, obviously it wasn't her vote, but I think she's just lost a very good friend. I think when she went on, took Gina's side, calling her dangerous and manipulative behind her back, I don't think that was very fair. So I think Charlie should go.
OK, Iris?
Hazel. I'm sorry, but she's getting so miserable, isn't she? She can't take a joke. I mean...
It's getting to her, I think.
It's a game.
OK, and Katie, who do you think?
Charlie.
Oh.
Yeah.
So kind of split.
Charlie.
There's definitely two people picked there. Thank you very much, friends and family, everybody. Now, I'm afraid that one thing we do know is that one of their loved ones will be sent packing tomorrow. But let's take a little trip down memory lane and remember this week's... It's the dancing. Remember this week's nominees before they were ruined by Big Brother's mind games. Here's what happened when they met AJ.
How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Perfectionist, unpredictable, and loving. And in need of love.
All right. Can I take it that you will cop off with someone on the house?
I know I'm going to be probably desperate at a certain point. The ugly guy might suddenly seem gorgeous.
How do you think you could be?
Oh, wow.
I'm a bit like an onion, so I've got loads of different layers that you can peel off.
Well, I hope you don't make my eyes water.
Maybe one day, you never know.
Steady on, Dexter. So I imagine you'd be like really good with like chat lines and stuff.
We do this thing called negging, which is basically you give them a compliment, but you also put them down at the same time.
Okay, so I'm in a club, do the nagging technique on me.
Wow, that leather skirt is really amazing, but if it was just that little bit shorter, you would look so much hotter.
Are you expecting to get my number like that?
But have I got your interest?
I think you're going to win. When you describe yourself in 3 words?
Lad, orange. And I think I'm an honest person.
Do you have any regrets?
Probably regret starting smoking.
Because now you can't start.
No, I can. Do you know, I haven't got an addictive personality, but I just like fag.
I think you could be.
Good.
Can you describe yourself in just 3 words? Just 3 between you.
Funny, fat and friendly, the 3 Fs.
Triple A. How would your best mates describe you?
Funny, fat and friendly.
Yeah. I think you're going to win. You're going to smash it. You know that Big Brother is a massive fan of face-to-face nominations. How do you think you're going to cope with that?
It's like a massive no-no for me, people saying stuff behind backs.
Okay.
I just think I'm a believer in out in the open, what you see is what you get, and you can't go wrong in life if you sort of lay yourself on a plate.
Would you hook up with anyone in the house?
Never say never.
Got a really good feeling about you.
Oh, thank you very much.
I reckon you could win it.
How many times have you said that?
So that's what our nominees had to say, but we want to know what everybody in here thinks. Now, you should know how this works by now. Each housemate will get a massive 25 seconds on debate when you hear this noise.
Best task ever.
Time's up, and we're going to move on. OK, we're going to start with Charlie, so let's start the clock. Lacey, what can she do to save herself?
I think maybe she's... Oh, gosh. I feel under pressure.
25 seconds.
I don't really know what she can do to save herself. I feel like maybe just be a bit more entertaining. She's been a bit boring.
Already, by the way she's been, I think,
by the way she's been with Hazel.
Do you think the argument with Hazel has helped or hindered?
Help Charlie, help Charlie.
Definitely. It's going to save her, 100%.
Helped, yeah.
What do you guys think? Does anybody think hindered?
Best task ever.
I'm so sorry. OK, let's move on to Dexter. Let's start the clock. He's the eviction survival specialist. Dan, is he going to do it again this week?
I think so. Yeah, I think he'll stay. I think he deserves to stay as well. I agree with what Dexter's friend said. I think he's got 2 sides to him. He's hateable. You hate him at some times, and then other times you think he's a lovely guy, really, underneath it all. But
Callum, what's more important to him? Beating you or winning the series?
Winning the series, because I'm not important to him. Charlie's not, Hazel's not.
Best task
He'll use
ever.
whoever he needs to.
OK. Hazel's next. Let's start the clock. What more does she have to offer, Callum?
Hazel?
Yeah.
Let your guard down. Show us a bit more about you, because the guard's up. It's led to arguments. It's led to... Pete,
I think she's let her guard down. I think she's ready to go. I think she should go tomorrow night. I think she's over it. She's over it.
You did say, didn't you, a couple of weeks ago, you felt like it was her time to go. So do you think tomorrow night is...
Best task ever.
100%. It's her time to go, yeah.
OK, the twins. Let's start the clock. 3rd time they're up, Dan. What's gone wrong for them? Why have they been up for 3 weeks?
The twins went in the house to have fun, and unfortunately you can't have fun all the time in the house. And I think when it gets serious and it gets a bit tense, I think they struggle and they sink a little bit at that time when that happens.
They're a bit childish, bless them.
They are very young. They're very young.
I don't think they're very fun anymore.
If you listen
At
to
first
them,
they were really fun, and then now they're a bit dull, I think.
They struggle with...
Will this be the week that they check out?
No.
Best task ever.
21 seconds! Next up is Sophie. Let's start the clock. Is there any point? 25 seconds, not Sophie. Would she make a worthy winner, Callum?
If she won, you couldn't begrudge it to her, because she's been straight down the line. But for me, give it to Sam.
No.
Do you agree? Would she make her? Could you not?
I like her. She's got more ballsy this week, and I like that. Her attitude's changing, and I think she does deserve to win, but I definitely want Gina to win.
Best task ever.
It should be like how she has
Best task ever. Very quickly, down the panel, Dan, who do you think should go?
I think Hazel should go. She's had enough.
Lacey?
Hazel's really disappointed me, I think.
Callum?
Yeah, I think it's Hazel's time. I do.
OK, still to come. We've got all the latest gossip from the house. Plus, Gina's boyfriend, XL, is going to be performing. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back to BD Box, where we have quite literally run out of bee puns. The nectar has run dry. There is no honey left in the jar. We have suckled the life out of this thing. Let's get back to dissecting the show with today's news. At 12:09, Hazel took her stinging tail to the diary room for a bit of Gina bashing.
Do you think Gina is enjoying her role as Queen Bee?
Yeah, she's loving it. She's soaking up every minute of it. You couldn't put a more perfect pain in the ass in the position. She perfectly fits it, you know. She's annoying. The sound of her voice is irritating. She likes to be, you know, spoiled with attention. She likes everything done for her, everything gotten for her. Just too bad that I think she's an absolute nightmare. And she's bitchy as hell. I was lying in bed last night and she was literally thought I was asleep and was talking over me about, you know, she needs to get the fuck away and can't sit beside that peasant, and, you know, she's a nasty little bitch.
Sting, sing, sing! Round one, Hazel! But it doesn't end there. At 2:46, the Queen Bee and the Ice Queen locked horns. And believe me when I tell you, it's not pretty.
We only got £180.
Yeah.
Why did we only get £180?
Were you not listening?
Why not? Who was talking to you? Don't speak to me.
Yeah,
don't speak to me. I'd rather not speak to you.
You know what, Gina? You're a royal fucking pain in the ass.
Literally
That's what you are.
a home wrecker.
Yeah.
Not a
home wrecker.
Definitely a classless
Yeah,
girl.
of course.
I do not want to associate myself with you. So do not even speak to me. Well, clearly you like to argue with people.
You think
You're a little dirty whore anyway. You're a dirty ass skank, and I want nothing to do with you.
Gina, maybe you should put a few clothes on you every once in a while.
And you stitch in all your little padding and everything in all of your bras. You're just a little home-wrecking whore, and I don't like
Gina.
you.
Oh, that
you're one of
hurts.
those
Go on,
girls.
keep going.
You're one of those
Keep
girls.
going. Go
you're
on,
one of
keep
those
going.
girls that try with all the guys that have money just so that you can have a better life for yourself.
Keep
But you know
going,
what?
Gina, I'm being so affected.
Just
so
go away.
Irritated by it. Keep
just go
going
away.
with your little irritating
no one likes you
little
anyway.
voice.
No one even likes you.
Keep going. You're winning this argument big time.
Just shut up.
Oh yeah, keep
I
going.
don't really want to hear it.
Fantastic. Oh, you're amazing, aren't you? Brilliant. Yeah, the breath. Yeah.
This could be the biggest rivalry, though, on Big Brother since Callum and Dexter. Possibly. That was today's news. I'm glad I'm out of that news spot.
Come here,
that was
it's nice
uncomfortable.
and safe here.
Ian,
Hi.
what have you got for me?
Well, eviction tomorrow, so I asked for messages of support for our nominees. Bring a bit of positivity.
We need
Let's have some positive thinking.
Come on, we're nearing the end. Let's be positive.
Brigden Alwi says, Charlie, keep doing what you're doing in the house. Be yourself and keep smiling. #sore.
Okay.
Big Al says, Dexter deserves the title this year for sheer entertainment value. To lose him would be a travesty. Dexter to win.
Okay.
Alex Nagel says, Hazel, stay positive, keep being yourself, and don't take any crap from the fake housemates. And can I just say, there is a lot more positivity for Hazel online than we've seen perhaps in the studio tonight. The panel all thought she'd go tomorrow, but based on the love that we've seen for Hazel online, that might not be the case.
Okay.
There's positive and negative out there.
Yeah.
Smurf Alicia says, Jack and Joe, I can't think of one bad word to say about you. I love you. And Sarah Strong says, Sophie is one of the most real housemates in there. She's honest and deserves to be in the final.
Okay.
And that's all 5. So that's fair and balanced.
That is, yeah. Well, we like to be fair and balanced, don't we?
We do. We always are.
Is that it? And you just want to put quickly, about 10 seconds.
Live feed, straight after the show till 2 in the morning, channel5.com/BigBrother.
That was about 3 seconds.
We got Emma's What You Talking About Willis blog tomorrow for eviction day. Tomorrow
That's it.
afternoon. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Ian. I'm going to leave those there. That's nearly all we've got time for tonight. Thanks to all of my guests, obviously. AJ and Ryland are going to be back here tomorrow when they're going to be grilling the latest of Vic D with the help of Terry Christian, Nina Mishkoff and Callum will be here again. But now we've got a very special performance with his track Ride It. Please welcome Gina's boyfriend, XL. Thank you very much for coming on. He's going to perform for us tonight. How was it talking to Gina in the house?
Oh, it was amazing. It was like a lifetime experience.
Was a little phone call?
Yeah, that was amazing. It was like Christmas came early for me. It was amazing. It was really good.
It must be quite weird having such a short amount of time, not being able to say too much,
That's
but
what I'm
wanting
saying.
to get so much across and...
Yeah, because I haven't seen her in 2 months and then I had 2 minutes to speak to her, so it was just like, what do I say? And yeah, it was crazy.
no, we saw you do face-to-face, Friends and Family noms. Your nomination for Charlie slightly confused her,
Yeah.
but do you stick by?
Yeah, I would have still nominated Charlie, but I think it was just taken wrong by Gina. I didn't mean she was sly towards Gina. I just thought she was sly with this whole love triangle with Callum and Dexter.
OK. Now you're going to perform a track that you've written for Gina.
Yeah.
Now, she hasn't heard it, has she?
Nah, she hasn't.
You've written it since she's been in the house. Very quickly, what's the sentiment behind it?
Well, basically, I was at home, it was late at night, and I was on Channel 5, Big Brother. I was watching Gina, and then she's been begging me for ages to write a song with her name in it.
OK.
So I
Take
was like,
it away.
let's do it.
Perform it. Thank you very much, XL.
Yeah. BB Boss, make some noise. Alright. You know how it goes. When I say G, you say Rio. G who? Okay. G Rio. She wants it, she likes it. Come jump on it, come ride it. Cause I love the way you ride it. Cause you got me excited, I know I tried it. She wants it, she likes it. Come jump on it, come ride it. Cause I love the way you ride it. Cause you got me excited, I know I tried it. She wants it, she likes it. Come jump on it, come ride it. Cause I love the way you ride it. Cause you got me excited, I know I tried it. I like it when you're on top. Just a big front arm with no top. Keep going, baby, don't stop. You made my world shake and rock. Let's chase the hands on the clock. Will we go to the top or will we not? Will we stay there for a while? Will we drop? Yeah, or will we just? I ain't even gonna last to my man a lot. But what's mine is yours, whatever I got. I ain't even gonna try to knock. Cause if you're down, then I'm down. Cause I need you around. Remember both feet like lift off the ground. Like Victoria's Secret's man and yours. This one's for you, babe. G-Rio. She wants it, she likes it. Come jump on it, come ride it. Cause I love the way you ride it. Cause you got me excited, I know I tried it. She wants it, she likes it. Come jump on it, come ride it. Cause I love the way you ride it. Cause you got me excited, I know I tried it. She wants it, she likes it. Come jump on it, come ride it. Cause I love the way you ride it. Cause you got me excited, I know I tried it. You made my world twist and spin, that's why you deserve everything. Did you go with some yours, have the luck. I know it makes you smile when we shine like Central Bar hopping. Jules on him, no one there to worry. Mama miss a nice guy, they seem to love him. With a perfect pair, so people stare. Paparazzi take cover, you and I no other. We can go anywhere with each other. Get the world and split in half of each other. Get the world and split in half of each other. BB Boss, make some noise. This one's for you, babe. G-Rio. She wants it, she likes it. Come jump on it, come ride it. Cause I love the way you ride it. Cause you got me excited, I know I tried it. She wants it, she likes it. Come jump on it, come ride it. Cause I love the way you ride it. Cause you got me excited, I know I tried it. She wants it, she likes it. Come jump on it, come ride it. Cause I love the way you ride it. Cause you got me excited, I know I tried it. I say G, you say Rio G. G, when I say G, you say Rio G. G, when I say G, you say Rio G. G, cause you got me excited, I know I tried it. She wants it, she likes it. Come jump on it, come ride it. Cause I love the way you ride it. Cause you got me excited, I know I tried it. She wants it, she likes it. Come jump on it, come ride it. Cause I love the way you ride it. Cause you got me excited, I know I tried it. I say G, you say Rio G. G.